Now, folks, take a look at this game. This game is good and great, and it won so many awards. I think it's overrated, though. What is going on, folks? It's your host, the best gamer in the world, the man who wears the orange suit and tie and sunglasses and all. And I got some games that people defend, but I think are actually mid. Let's actually get it started with Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's a game where it was praised and everyone thought it was the best thing since slice of bread. Look, if you love it and think it's great, I'm happy for you. But if you're going to say this is the best RPG game ever, I don't know about that. I have no idea about that one. Because I think of Skyrim, Pillars of Eternity, Divinity Original Sin 2, Fallout New Vegas. I think of those games. And I'm going to say this right now. It's not even up there. But let me explain why before I move on to the next game. I personally love skill trees. There's no skill trees in Breath of the Wild. I like engaging side quest lines. Those side missions were basically like, for example, Fallout New Vegas is a very good example. There was a side mission that I actually really loved, and it was so simplistic. It was a guy that simply told you, hey, I need you to go kill those geckos, right? Because his wife is dying. So you end up going over there, killing all the geckos, and you end up finding out that he doesn't even have a wife, and he ends up betraying you. It's very simplistic, but I absolutely love that, though. It's really nice. I know there's a lot more side missions in Fallout New Vegas, in Skyrim, and a bunch of other games, but there's no side missions in Zelda Breath of the Wild that really stuck with me, that made me go like, wow, that was amazing. I also don't really like how the weapons break every freaking 15 minutes, it feels like. I like the game, I do, but I just think it's overrated. I don't understand it. The only way to level up is doing puzzles, and maybe that's your thing. Maybe you like doing puzzles. I don't know. Maybe that's cool. I just think there's better games out there. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It's my most least liked Call of Duty game. I thought the zombie maps were terrible. I thought the multiplayer was simply multiplayer. The campaign, I would admit, the campaign is the best campaign ever. I'm going to admit that right now. That being said, I feel like it needed to be called out, though. Those zombie maps were kind of bad. There's only like 2 maps that were good, like Mob of the Dead and Origins, Origins is in BO3, by the way, which is a way better, like in a very, very better Call of Duty. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I hail it all the way up top. I mean, Black Ops 3 is amazing, okay? But hot take, I just find it interesting that people want BO2, and I would just want another BO3. I don't know how or why Call of Duty went down this route with Call of Duty loadouts, but okay. I think BO2 is just simply overrated. And I talk a lot about Call of Duty, a lot. I have some old videos that you guys can go check out. And I think maybe you guys are tired of me talking about Call of Duty Zombies. It's just like, Black Ops 2 was overrated. I'm sorry, it really is. Next one up is Elden Ring. I got something to say about it, though. Those streamable games get more clout than they actually deserve, and it gets viewers' attention. This is coming from me, someone who streamed Elden Ring first. And I actually did get a lot of views, and people enjoyed watching me die like a lot, and I beat the game, as you can see in the background. And yeah, there's no storyline. I'm not gonna watch a 6-hour lore video on explaining why the blue goth girl is the reason why we should do it, okay? There's no story. I hate when games hide their story. I find that the only people benefiting from that is honestly content creators, not the casual person who has a 9 to 5. The gameplay is okay. I mean, the biggest selling point is that it's hard. Let's be honest, man. I'm going to say this right now. Have you guys even played Halo 2 Legendary difficulty? Skyrim's hardest difficulty? Cuphead? Cuphead is also pretty hard. It really is. It's just hard. That's it. I'm sorry for like stuttering and saying these things, but literally the Dark Souls franchise as a whole, I think is extremely overrated. I like the games. Keep in mind, when I say that some games are overrated, doesn't mean that I think the game is bad. I just think it's overrated. Breath of the Wild, once again, calling it out. It's overrated. I like it, though. Elden Ring, I like it. It's overrated. It's open world, though. It's nice. I think the visuals are beautiful. Storyline, it's not really there. It's non-existent. I don't even know what's going on, and I don't know how every time we speak to someone, they're always speaking in freaking riddles. Like, who the fuck am I talking to? The fucking Riddler? Like, like, I don't know who the fuck. Like, damn, man. Baldur's Gate 3. I think this game is a major step down compared to Divinity Original Sin 2. First things first, all characters have a personal quest, which is awesome because multiplayer Divinity feels like everyone has a moment to be the main character. Baldur's Gate 3, if you're being talked to first, you ultimately get to decide what happens and if your friends want to do something else. Well, if your friends want to do something else, right? And they're like, oh man, I got this cube as a quest line and I don't really want to give the cube away. But let's say that you're playing the evil guy, right? And you want to give that cube away. Well, it depends on who's talking first, because it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter because at that point, it's such a big thing, right? It's so big. Now, I got a comment a while back about this too, because I made this statement as well. They said that Divinity Original Sin 2 actually had something very similar. I disagree with that. Divinity Original Sin 2 in Act 2, in case nobody played Divinity Original Sin, which you should, in Act 2, there's a lot of variables, there's a lot of pathways that you guys can go down under, right? And the person who made a comment said that if you go to the Blood Moon Isle, there is a section where you could actually make a deal with a demon and you can actually get some abilities for it. Divinity Original Sin 2 actually had a mechanic in place where you can actually outright just leave the party. And if you leave the party, you don't actually have to be part of that agreement if you don't want to. So there is that freedom of choice where they're actually having that agreement with another person and not you. The only reason why I'm bringing this up is because there's that freedom of choice, and not only that, at the end of the game, which is really freaking cool. I don't mean to, this is like a slight little spoiler, but if you made an agreement with that demon, right, there is actually a possibility of a chance if you pick all the right dialogue options, you can actually do with what my friend did, which is that he ended up becoming the main boss, the final boss, which I think was amazing. It's probably the coolest thing ever. He ends up becoming the final boss, and you have to kill him. So it ends up being me and two other guys having to try to take over the final boss, which is my friend, which I think was absolutely cool, all because I didn't agree with what he was actually doing, which I think is an amazing thing. Look, there's a lot more games, but I wanted to just do this video because I have some hot takes, and I've seen some people, shout out to all my amazing viewers out there. I really love you guys. You guys are amazing. And I've seen some people that really wanted to hear more hot takes because I guess they compare me awfully a lot with that one guy. I forgot whose name. I probably would pop him up on the screen that has like the most weirdest hot takes in the world. But look, man, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm like Charlie Kirk, okay? I'm like Charlie Kirk with video games, okay? Change my mind. Elden Ring is overrated.